There is nothing like forced spontaneity. Nothing like forced spontaneity. Hello, everybody. Thank you very much for joining us. My name is Jason. I'm your cruise host, and this is All Access Pass. Yet another day with another fabulous, fabulous main stage act. One of our headliners right here with us. Do me a favor, my friends. Give it up, get loud for the Spinners. So, what I want to do right off the top, and I didn't warn you about this backstage, but I thought this would be cute. You guys are a group that gets along, and I know that about you. You guys are a group that treats each other like brothers. You're family to a certain extent, and I like that about you guys. So what I'm going to ask is you get to introduce each other to this crowd. Each of you gets to pick one person to introduce. And Jesse, since you're sitting right here, you get to go first. Pick anybody you want and introduce them to this fabulous crowd.
All right, I'm first.
Yeah, pick somebody. Pick somebody.
Ladies and gentlemen, in a world where the Spinners wondered who would be the next dynamic lead singer, who would be experienced enough, who would have the style, the charisma, who would have the voice and the personality that take the Spinners to the next level, they found a member, one man, who could take the Spinners from the top to above the firmament. Ladies and gentlemen, he is well-experienced, well-trained, and a phenomenal performer. Sit your ass down, Marvin. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for accomplished performer, singer, and songwriter, Mr. C.J. Jefferson! Newest member and lead singer of the Spinners.
Oh, I tell you what, that was something to live up to.
Did anybody get that? Did you get that recorded? Because I need
he better be good. He better be good.
You get that all the time.
You started saying all that. Some of the guys were acting like it was them.
Pressure.
CJ was looking for somebody else. He was like, I don't know who you're about to bring out.
Talk about pressure.
Yeah, now you got to go next, CJ. Since he introduced you, CJ, you got to go next. Pick one of these gentlemen and fire away.
I'm only going to talk about my ponytail. I mean, I'm going to talk about this guy. One of the coolest guys I know, and one of the guys that called to make sure that I was still interested. Because I was like, yeah, I'm ready. I'm waiting to go. Where we at? Call me. What we going to do? Start. He said, whatever you do, CJ, just stay cool, man. It's going to happen for you. I know it is. I know, man. It just wait. And he's one of the greatest tenors I know. I've seen, what he could do fifth. We didn't play with him. I done begged him to do other things in his tenor voice. He wouldn't do it, but he do it during the show. Give it up for Ronnie Moss.
Hey. All right, introduce someone, Ronnie. It's okay.
Oh, I have to introduce. Well, I got to introduce this guy. We went to the same high school, and he is a young man. We played ball together, grew up in the same little town, but he's a great guy, and he's one of the reasons why I'm here, because he watched me as he was growing up.
Yeah, I was a young little buck.
He watched me as he was growing up, and he's a great tenor himself, great lead singer, great guy, good friend, Mr. Marvin Taylor.
Thank you. Now, I get to introduce this young man. Guess who it might be? I'm trying to get the deepest voice I can get. But this young man had the opportunity of singing with him for 10 years before I got with the Spinners. I don't know if you guys know that or not. And this guy can go down just a tad. He can sing a little bitty bass. And guess who that young man is? Mr. Jesse Peck. And
Now-
I guess someone has to introduce this young.
Yeah,
Thank you
that's-
so much.
Jesse
So I
gets
guess
to go
that means
twice.
I get to talk
You
twice.
get to go twice,
Jason,
yes,
right?
sir.
Okay.
Maybe you. I'm not
So,
sure.
Yeah, go twice.
So, ladies and gentlemen, one of our great performers, someone who was able to come in and encompass and go forward from the point of Felipe Wind and give us that spinner sound that the fans so much love and adore. We're so happy to have him, and it's so great to have him back. If you will, please put your hands together, jump up and down, make some noise for Mr. Charlton Washington.
Thank you, Mr. Peck.
I gotta say one thing.
Please.
I gotta mention our leader,
Yes.
Mr. Henry Fambrough. He's
was my
not
next
here
question.
today, but he's doing well. Matter of fact, he did cook dinner for all of us before we got on the boat. He's doing wonderful. He's taking it easy, and he's not doing the long traveling right now, but he's still here.
Oh, yeah.
Yep, so give it
still
up for
can't figure
None
Mr.
of us
Henry
got sick off of this
Fambrough,
cooking either.
Right on,
Can't
right
figure out the
on.
Yes.
WhatsApp.
the legend.
I put WhatsApp on his phone before I left, and he's still trying to figure it out. Maybe it'll work when we get back.
Teaching technology to a previous generation isn't the easiest thing in the world. Some of them pick it up like they were born with it. Some of them just still rather have a flip phone and just go on with life. And
It helps if you have a 12-year-old in your home.
yes,
That's right.
everybody needs a 12 to 15-year-old. Just what is this? Oh, yeah, you just gotta. Oh,
Right,
perfect.
right.
Yeah, give it to me.
And they're the best photographers.
Yeah.
Here's a question for the 12-year-olds. Can anybody record a video on Facebook?
Yeah.
And they just laugh at you. You're like,
Yeah. Yeah. Like that's the dumbest thing they've ever heard. They're like, just give me the phone. Get out of the way. Gentlemen, generalized question that I've asked all of our stars. What's the last couple of years been like? Obviously, we all, all of us in entertainment lost our lifeblood to a certain extent for these last couple of years. No stages or minimalized stages. What's it been like for you? And anybody, any order can take it. What's these last couple of years been like?
I'm gonna cut y'all off because I want to answer first because I think my response is the most desperate and it's the saddest. And you're gonna say, "Wow, that poor guy." The last 2 years for me, for a guy who's living his dream as a member of the Spinners, being told that because of something that's affecting our entire planet, that I'm cut off from the fans. I'm cut off from the stage. I'm cut off from performing. I'm cut off from hearing applause every 5 minutes as a song ends. I'm cut off from signing autographs. I'm cut off from taking pictures, to being away from that now, from knowing that, damn it, the disco cruise, baby, still exists, that we can still reach out to this day, that we can be amongst our fans today, that we can be on the cruise ship for 5 days, baby, that we can sign pictures, sign autographs again, that we can take pictures, that I can hug y'all and not be afraid and worried and all that, and we're not wearing masks. It was horrible for me being away from you all, and right now, this is a spiritual revival to be back with y'all again. We love y'all. I don't care if I'm cutting into a piece of flank steak or tomahawk steak. I don't care what I'm doing right now. If Jesus is sitting beside me at the Le Petit restaurant, if you guys see me and want a picture and want an autograph, I want you to know that I'm thankful to my Heavenly Father that we can be with you all once again.
Absolutely.
So, all the pictures you want, all the autographs you want, don't be shy. Don't think that you're bothering me. I personally am so happy to be with you all again. So, please, let's embrace, let's
Great
love
answer.
each other, and let's have a
That's
good
a great
time.
answer.
I'm done.
Oh, great answer.
Yes.
Can you tell Jesse's been locked up for a few days?
Yeah.
Anybody can talk to me at any time. If I'm in the restroom, just knock. Come on in. Come in, y'all.
If you're in the urinal next to mine,
just chat.
give me
Just give him a hug.
Just give me a hug. I mean, zip up first or don't, but just
zip
come
up
on.
first, yeah.
I just want to add something to that,
Please, Charles.
especially on Jesse Peck here. Now, we did the Soul Train cruise.
Yes, you did.
And there were a lot of people, they were in their 80s. And they say, are you going to come see Jesse? He's talking on the boat up top at 11 o'clock. I said, excuse me? I mean, they would meet me in the elevator. So he really is Mr. Congeniality. He really is. I mean, he's a people person to the hilt. And so everything he said was genuine.
It's true.
I love y'all.
You know,
Some of you haven't even spoken to me yet. I love you. Thank you.
I sat down in the
About
dining
one
room
or
last
two.
night. I tried to order, and it was Jesse. He was like, and what can I get you, sir?
Yeah.
Excellent. I'll have that right
I'm
up.
sitting in Jason's lap. I'm like,
He's-
he wants water with lemon. You know.
His voice is a little hoarse, so if you could bring him, yeah. Gentlemen, anything else to add about the last couple of years? Anybody else want to say something?
I want to say one thing
Please, man.
about this crazy 2 years.
Yeah.
When I got that little unemployment check,
Are you going there, really?
it wasn't too bad because I was waiting about 6 months to get that baby, so it was a nice fat check. So I just wanted to say that it was something that was a little happy about this thing, you know. I got a little money and I didn't have to work, so I just wanted. I'm gonna go glass half full. How
I
about
see that.
Give it up for the money man in
Yeah.
our group. He counts
That's
every
me.
penny.
That is me.
Marvin is clearly who we've been negotiating with.
That's right. Bring the check to me.
Check, please.
Well, I didn't suffer that bad. God is good, you know. It was only like 2 months for me because I ended up going to a place that they didn't give a shit about a mask. And if you go there, please wear your mask. And I can tell you, it's Pigeon Forge, Tennessee. And I worked the entire pandemic, you know. But again, it was an honor to work, but I wasn't doing exactly what I wanted to do. But I still was doing what I love to do. And like I said, if you go to Pigeon Forge, wear your mask. Even with the men that been off, you still wear your mask because they really didn't care. But it was fun. It was fun. So I didn't have it that bad, but yeah. And we was able to cut a new record during the pandemic.
Now we're talking.
Absolutely.
Now
So
we're
it was
talking.
almost
Around
so we
the
it was
block.
right. It was bittersweet, you know. So
Sure.
and I got the call and it was like, hey, CJ, what you doing? We're gonna cut. I said, I'm working. He said, well, and Jesse's statement was, how the hell are you working during the pandemic?
During a pandemic.
I said, well, I'll be there, you know. So we took out a lot of time, and then we worked on a new project, and we have it out. It's called Round the Block and Back Again.
Round the block and back again.
It's on sale. It'll be outside of the door of the concert tonight.
Oh.
CDs and T-shirts.
And just so you know, Mr. Henry Fambrough is singing his ass off on this record. So you have to check him out. He's really crooning, man.
Oh, yeah.
He's really crooning. So if you get a chance, please grab it. You know. And then Jesse will sign it.
Yes, he will.
Jesse will write out all the
Jesse
lyrics
goes-
of it if you ask him to. He'll just write a play-by-play for the whole thing.
Make your breakfast the next morning. I know.
He'll be your wake-up call. Good morning.
Get up!
Ronnie, what about you? How's you're still asleep. What's the last?
Yeah.
2 years.
Ronnie's like,
2 years old.
He's like, huh?
yeah. Ronnie's like, are we working? What have the last 2 years been like for you, sir?
Well, it was pretty. For me, it was kind of busy because I was in the studio quite a bit, and I was back and forth recording with the group, and then I was recording on my own also. So I was doing a lot of writing, a lot of recording, and a lot of work around my house. That's for sure. Yeah, a lot of work around. But it was great. It was great. It was sad that we couldn't get out.
Yeah.
And a lot of the shows were canceled. It hurt when I was listening to you interview Cool.
Yeah.
And he said they did the last show here and the world shut down.
Right after the cruise.
Yeah, that was something.
Yeah.
And that was a true statement. Yeah, that was a true statement.
Well, I tell you, the little short time that I was off, I was practicing on the spinner steps, and all I had was my pit bull. And every time I do a spin, he'll do a spin. So he's the sixth member.
When you guys finally get rid of Marvin, you bring the pit bull in, and it'll be just fine. It'll be just fine.
He'll be great.
It'd be like nothing changed. I want a video of this. I want a video of your pit bull doing the choreo.
I'll send it to you. I posted it.
Okay.
He probably does just as good as CJ does. How about that?
The dog's actually barking at you. Bark, not that one. Like, clean it up,
Yeah,
man.
that dog is like, get that step right.
The dog is upset. Obviously, now that we've kind of opened back up and the world is starting to move again, not only here on the disco cruise, but I'm sure you're picking up dates, back in real life.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
What's
Oh,
the rest of the year look like? Do you guys go on tour? Are you picking up individual dates or
Pretty full. Pretty
Nice.
full.
Hawaii.
Yeah,
Hawaii?
Oh, yeah.
Can't wait.
got Hawaii.
Hi, honey. Coming
Disney.
to Hawaii.
Disney, Hawaii.
Disney's coming up. Hawaii.
The UK
Vegas.
is on the list.
Yep. So
So
we're
we-
pretty busy. We booked until the 1st of next year.
Right.
Oh, nice. That's excellent. That's great news.
Well, when you have 8 shows in a month, it's pretty good. That means you're working every weekend.
8 shows in a
It's
month
pretty
is a
good.
lot. Yeah, that's.
Well, 8 shows in a month is a lot for us,
It's a lot for most
If you're
people.
cool in the gang, if you're the Temptations, it's like, damn, we only got 8 damn shows this month, But yeah.
8 shows is a weekend. Yeah.
Yeah.
Shows
It's
is
a
pretty,
weekend for them.
pretty good.
They're doing the Sunday breakfast shows at that point. Yeah. Fair enough. So I want to ask a generalized question. What does it mean to you individually to be a part of a group that is as world-renowned as the Spinners? What does it mean to you, having done individual stuff, having performed with other groups and other folks, and now you are this group right now? What does it mean to you to get the call to be here and to be a part of this legendary, Vocal Group Hall of Fame, on down the list? What does it mean?
It's huge.
Go ahead,
Huge.
CJ.
It's huge for me because, like I've said before, I grew up a PK, so a lot of times I couldn't even listen to R&B in my house. Thank God my brothers went to the service. They came back, and we kind of learned how to sneak and listen to R&B music. So I learned some of the classics later on. But to be with guys to sing with legends, next to a legend, Henry Fambrough, Dennis Edwards I've sung with, and Eddie Kendricks and David Ruffin. I was able to meet and sing with these guys, and it's been it's almost like a dream. I don't want to wake up.
Beautiful answer.
And then to come out and hang out, to see that people love the music that I've been trying to learn. And I see people in the audience. I've been to almost every show. I don't get much sleep. But listen, I'm having a ball, and I'm having more fun with just the people that's, watching it. I think you guys are the celebrities to me.
Right.
You guys, I'm watching you guys. You know the words. You rocking. You're dancing. You're keeping it alive. Yes, we're singing it, but you guys are keeping this music alive. And if it wasn't for you, this music wouldn't still be living. And it's the truth that you guys rock. You rock.
Good answer.
Yeah.
Good answer.
CJ, some of them know the words better than you, man.
I know. I just said I started late.
No. For me, I'm right with you, CJ. When I got the call from Henry, because we had to go through these rehearsals and the interviews, and just to get in,
Sure.
So it was about 3 weeks just waiting to see if anyone was gonna call, and then when you get that call, you fall to your knees, man, because you know that you're singing next to Bobby Jackson and Henry Fambrough. And I love Bobby. That is my man. I miss him so much. And I just want to say it was a beautiful call, and I'll never forget that call. I do remember Henry telling me, "Don't tell anyone."
And then what did you do?
Don't tell anyone.
Henry's
I said,
like, you're
"Okay."
in the group, Marvin. Now keep it to yourself. Don't
Keep it
tell
to
anyone.
yourself. Keep it
And
to
then he hung
yourself.
up the phone from Marvin. And what did you do, Marvin?
I called Henry.
And said,
Hey, Marvin.
And I thought of course, I'm going to call my mom, of course. And I said, I thought I called my mom, I was like, Mama, no, this is Henry.
I thought I told you not to tell anybody.
I was like, Mama, I got in. He said, this is Henry.
You know
I
it.
swear that Jesse knows. I told
You know it means something special when a grown man calls him mama right away.
Oh,
to tell him that he got it.
absolutely, absolutely.
I like to elaborate on that a little bit because when I first started with the group, there was 3 originals in the group. I started in 2007, and there were 3 originals: Henry, Purvis Jackson, Henry Fambrough, and Bobby Smith. And it was surreal. I mean, you know, when you've done hundreds of shows around the city, around your local city, and you know, in different parts of the country, and you know, you getting a famous group like the Spinners. Now, let me tell y'all a little bit about the Spinners. The Spinners is a top 20 soul American group, African American group. They're in the top 20. They rank number 19. There had to be millions of groups formed. So when you talk about success, that is true success.
Absolutely.
To find yourself in the top 20 in America. Think about that. And so when I got in that group, I you know, it makes you feel like you've arrived and you are a true professional. You know, you pay all your dues, and then when you get in that group and you're able to hold your own, it's a great feeling. So that's a surreal feeling to get in a group like the Spinners.
Good answer. Good answer. Ronnie, what about you? I love that you keep looking at me like I'm not talking. Like there's another.
Ronnie keeps looking at you like,
Yeah.
what was the question
Yeah.
again?
Ronnie's down there half asleep.
I'm listening to these guys tell these great stories. I'm like, wow, I'm loving it. Just listening to, wow.
Now it's your
you
turn,
know,
sir.
Violins and everything. But you know, for me, it's like buying a new car, and I was lost for words when I got the call, because I've been called before on a couple different occasions, but something always happened. You know, so you get to a point where you're like, you know, whatever. And then when Marvin called me, he said, you need to get out and start walking because you're going to need it for these steps. Oh, yeah. And I was like, okay. But it's an honor. I swear, it's an honor. It's like when you get something new, you love it, but mines never get old. I still feel the same way as I felt when I first started. I mean, the exact same way, excited. I'm humble. I'm not taking anything for granted. Right on. And I love this group. I love everything about it, and it worked out for me just great. It's, you know, so I can't say anything else.
I have a question, because now, listening to everyone's story, Jesse, how long did it take for you to get the call?
How long did it take for me to get the call?
How many?
I mean, well, I'm Jesse Peck, so I mean, I heard about
Tell
the
the
passing
truth.
of Purvis Jackson, and I reached out and sent my condolences to management, and I requested to audition, and after that, I got the audition.
How long was it, though? How long?
How long before I got the answer
Yeah.
to the audition? It wasn't long at all, a week or two.
And how long did you get the call to come back?
How long did it what?
After the audition, how long was it?
Oh, my God. Now, after the audition, brother, it took 3 months.
Okay.
Because after audition, I'm hoping it would be a shoe-in.
Right.
And when I first auditioned, Henry said, okay, yeah, it'll be a couple of weeks. We need to wrap this up quickly and get the next guy in. And after 2 weeks, and I'm working in the factory, after 2 weeks, after 3 weeks, I called Henry, and Henry said, well, hang on, because we got guys coming out of the woodwork now. I'm like, damn, that's not what I want to hear. So I waited another month, and I called Henry again, and Henry said, no, we're still trying. I still got to get the last few guys, and that was 2 months. And by the third month, when I called him, Henry was kind of like, hey, we're not ready. If you call again, it's not going to be you, damn it. You know?
Right.
So I had to be patient and wait.
How long was it for you, Ronnie? I mean, Marvin. I'm going
well,
somewhere. How long
it
was
was
it?
like 2 weeks, I believe. Maybe
you
a
got
week
the
or
call
two.
back to
Yeah, a week or
join?
two. You know, I didn't talk as much as Jesse, so it didn't take me that long.
How long was it for you, Charles?
Mine was a little different because I went down and auditioned at Bobby Smith's house, and they still had 5 members, so they were waiting, and they thought maybe they were going to lose a member. So it took 8 months. It was 8 months before I got the call.
How about you?
Well, mine was a little different too, cause it didn't take real long for me to get chosen, but it took me about 3 months to learn the routines.
No, I'm talking about how long was it before you
That boy had 2 left
Oh
feet.
well, it didn't take.
And 2 left hands.
How long did it take to get in?
About
The
it
other
took about
left.
2 weeks.
2 weeks? The reason why I asked, these guys are saying months. It took me almost 2 years. Now, I got the call. I was getting the call all the time. It was great. I was getting to know him just over the phone, And then I called back. You forget who he was talking to. He's like, who is this again? I was like, Henry, this is CJ. So he never called me CJ. He always called me PJ or TJ or BJ.
EJ.
And then, his daughter would talk to me and she'd tell me. Then I finally got the audition. It was probably, I want to say almost 11 months just to get the audition. So I went in, we flew in, got the audition. He had me sing in every corner. Now, after this, I got the audition. I sung in every corner. He made me put all my suit sizes down, shirt and shoes and everything. So at this time, because I've sung with the Temps, I'm thinking, oh, I'm in. When you get your size in, you're in, right? No. Still didn't get a call. Oh, yeah. So by this time, I'm back working in Vegas, and I'm working again. So at this point, which is over 18 months, I called, and I said, listen, thanks for the job. Thanks for the offer. I think I'm going to move on. And this is what she said. Oh, no. The same thing I've heard 18 months ago. Just be patient. We're just working on things. I said, okay. 4 more months went by. The pandemic has lifted or whatever, and then we had a show, and it was like, hey, CJ, want to do a show? I'm like, wait a minute, I don't know shit, So it's like, oh, man. So we did the show, and it was funny because sound check was amazing, but when the show started, it was like all the words just left.
Oh, you have words in your music?
I was like, wait a minute.
Lyrics?
I was writing lyrics in my hand. I was writing lines in my hand. Pass me down my walking cane. Hand me down. So Cupid was in this hand, and then it was just a mess. So after sound check, I went in the room, and I thought, this is going to be great. We're going to rock it. Thank God for the experience of improv and just learning how to just say shit when you don't know nothing, and make sure it's in the same key. Yeah. And no, not really the key. The key is not the issue. Just making sure I'm saying the stuff that fit the song.
Same group.
So if we talking about Cupid, so we're talking about Cupid.
Temptation songs.
Right?
No, sir.
So doing Cupid, all I could think of, and this is a true story. This is my first time telling these guys, but my mentor is Theodis People. And I called him that night. He said, man, what do you do? I said, Cupid threw me. I knew nothing. I got blank. So because Cupid, to me, I'm a PK. And for those who don't know, I'm a preacher's kid. And I grew up singing gospel. So you sing the good Lord's word. You always, God, thank you, Lord, thank you. So what I did was I took what I would normally say in church and talked about Cupid instead of God. Instead of me saying, Lord, I know you will. Cupid, I know you will fix it.
So now you're going to hell. Yeah.
Now.
So, and if you think about it, Cupid, he's about love. So I was like, I didn't feel that bad, A little shame, but not bad, But yeah, I just wanted to know how long it took, because it took me almost 2 years to get in. But I'm like Ronnie, I'm still excited. I tell Jesse them all the time, I'm still excited. It's so many new things that we're about to do. And with the same substance. So we're not getting away from spinners. We still spinners. Yeah.
Good answer.
And with CJ, he's just getting with us. I mean, we were doing like one show maybe a month or something. So, We are just getting acclimated with this man, and he's a bad man.
Ooh.
I just want to
Yes,
say
he
that.
is.
So get ready for our show tonight.
hope that's
Yeah,
good.
for those
hope
of
that's
you
a
who
good
have seen the Spinners before and you have enjoyed our shows in the past, if you haven't seen CJ, then you haven't seen the next level of the Spinners, baby.
And
Our newest lead singer is gonna bring it to y'all. He's
yeah. And you'll even hear lyrics you've never heard before.
you're gonna hear lyrics you've never heard before.
That's going
Tell
to
them,
happen
Jason.
Both shows.
It'll be all new songs.
Pressure.
Same song, just a whole new,
Whole new different.
whole different song. Fuck, they really updated this. Like, yeah, go ahead. I love that you wrote it on your hand because if you watch ever Broadway or live theater, you see that exactly. You see
it's a
this all the
cheat
That's what I
time.
learned. Yeah, I learned it from theater.
They start repping that one hand, and they start repping the other hand. They got something.
Like it's part of the step or a routine or something, you know.
I don't know if you did this. I knew people too that used to write it on the top,
yeah.
so that when you're holding the microphone, you could pull the mic away. Pull it back, and you got it written on.
He know all the moves. He know all the moves.
Yes. I don't mean to interject myself into this, but the only thing I forgot an act's name one time. I was introducing a show, big act, forgot the name of the act, and I'm standing on stage, and you'll identify because you're talking about this, CJ. Panic, right? Oh, yeah. And once the panic hits, you're not getting it back. It's crickets in there. Yeah. No matter how hard if you stay calm, you'll probably get it back. But the minute you recognize, it's like remembering someone's name, and then you start to go, oh, and it's gone, right? It's not coming. And so I walked on stage, and I got to the point where I knew I had to introduce the act, and I knew I didn't have the name. And I made up a story. I just said, they tell me you guys don't read and you guys don't really follow music. I don't believe that. Do me a favor. I want you to yell out the name of the act
There it is.
we're about to bring on
That's the
stage.
improv.
Tell them how much you love them right now. We're bringing out the
That's how you work improv.
Spinners. That's right, baby, the Spinners.
That's
And I ran
right.
on stage.
That's right.
That's what he
That's how
forgot
you
for
do it.
real. He forgot
That's
for
real.
real.
Remember
You
that.
know that.
To CJ's point, it was straight improv. I was
That's
sweating
improv.
like I stole something. Oh, it was bad news for everybody.
Never let them see you sweat.
Yeah, don't ever let them see you sweat.
True professional.
Yeah, lack thereof. I had to do it because I wasn't very professional in the moment. Okay, so we're obviously back to it. You guys have got a bunch of dates coming up. How many shows have you done since as a group since pandemic has started to lift? Like KC was saying that last night, that was Casey and the Sunshine's band's first shows back since the pandemic last night. Wow. That was their first ones. Yeah.
Probably about 30.
Okay, so you guys are back at it. That's good.
Maybe he's right, but it wasn't our first like Casey, but damn it wasn't
Early.
enough.
Yeah.
not hardly enough. And I don't know if I'll get to talk again. But we were talking about accolades and all that stuff earlier, and the different awards and whatnot. The Hollywood, the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, which, believe it or not, the Spinners are not a part of.
Yeah.
I don't give a damn. The Grammy Awards, the music awards, where the Spinners were beat out of. I don't give a damn, if I may say so. I'm on the disco cruise. Getting off the ship and going to Cozumel. Getting off today, Costa Mesa with my fiancée, Regina, and going out and about. I've been stopped by true fans, people who love this group, being back on the ship. Sitting right in front of me right now is a brother who sees us every chance he gets he can to see the Spinners. I don't care what high echelon, whatever, wants to give a plaque or an award or finally acknowledge the Spinners. As a matter of fact, I can leave this world after the cruise, not tomorrow, today.
Yeah, not tomorrow. Yeah.
I can leave this world after the cruise. What it all comes down to for me is being surrounded by and being with all the Spinner fans. You guys really everyone on this ship loves us, but especially you guys who came to the other Q&A, who are here tonight right now, who love us, who stop me when I'm trying to eat my bacon and eggs.
They really gonna stop you now.
And I don't care.
Told them.
And-
You gave him
and-
permission.
You already have permission.
Yeah.
You already have permission. Jesse, will you take a picture with us? Damn, can I take a picture with you? Okay.
He's chewing.
Right. We love y'all, and this is the moment for me. This is the moment where you all express and make us feel special, where you make me feel like a star because you want me to take a picture with your wife or with your husband, with your significant other, whatever the case may be. Thank you all for loving us, for appreciating us, for accepting us, and making us feel wonderful. This is what it's all about. Not the organizations that decide to give us whatever, what have you, but the people themselves who come to the Soul Train Cruise, who come to the Disco Cruise and appreciate groups like us. I love each and every one of y'all, and I will stop for all of you, and thank you for loving us.
Yes.
And I want to give y'all a round of applause.
All right.
Thank y'all so much.
That's a lot of love to give, sir.
Yes, it is. I got plenty of love to give.
I like that you say you could leave the world, but just do us a favor after the cruise. That's a lot of paperwork. If you could just,
You better wait.
if you could just get it
Gentlemen
after
have
the
a
cruise,
say
I'd
so.
appreciate it. Personally, I take it. Yeah.
When I die.
I just want to reiterate on
great.
the fans. The fans have been super fantastic over the years.
Yes, they
I mean,
are.
no, seriously. Like, we've traveled, and fans would give you incredible gifts. I mean, throughout my career, they have done that. We have fans that have, like, actually followed us from Japan. They would come over when we got a tour, and they would be with us through the whole tour. And they're coming from Japan. And it's just
It's
amazing.
about you guys.
It is amazing, the kindness and the warmth that we get from the fans. So I'd just like to say thank you to the fans. We do love you tremendously. And without you, there would be no us.
Without you, Disco Cruise wouldn't call us.
That's
we
true.
love you.
It's true. Go
And
ahead,
like
Mark.
Charlton said, don't be afraid to give us any gifts.
That's the same man who collected unemployment during the pandemic. So
You are right.
Marvin is solely focused
take
on
the
one
gift.
thing. It's like I love the Spinners too because those checks clear. So it's good. This is good. This is good. Gentlemen, I feel like we could sit up here and banter for a long time, but you got a show tonight, and I know we are already running a little bit hot on people. So I want to say truly and sincerely, I want to give back to you what you're giving to the folks out there. And I know I speak on behalf of everyone in the room and the folks watching on TV, and I certainly speak on behalf of Star Vista Live when I say thank you so much. We are incredibly grateful that you trusted us enough to come out in this kind of crazy time and be on the ship and be a part of this and do for us and the fans what you do every single time. So on behalf of all of us in Star Vista Live, thank you so much. Truly, truly from the bottom of our heart.
Thank you all.
For our fans in the building, do me a favor. CJ, Ronnie, Charles, Marvin, and Jesse, otherwise known as the Spinners. Thanks for coming up,
Thank you
everybody.
for loving us.
Have a great day. We'll see you out and about.
And give it up for the ultimate MC and host. Give it up for Jason, y'all. He's not new to this. He's true to this, baby. We love y'all. Thank you very much.
We love the Ultimate Disco Cruise.
They love disco. This is the place to be.
They call it a cruise, but it's a major party.
Come join the party as we celebrate the greatest dance music ever on the Ultimate Disco Cruise 2023.
This is one of those cruises where there's never a dull moment.
This is the big sing-along.
You'll see the hottest acts light up the ship day and night with live performances by Kool and the Gang, Billy Ocean, Taylor Dane, Sister Sledge featuring Kathy Sledge, Tavares, Norma Jean Wright and Lucy Martin, formerly of Chic, Evelyn Champagne King, Heat Wave, The Tramps featuring Earl Young, Al McKay All-Stars, CNC Music Factory, Radio, and many more surprises.
It's 6 days, 5 nights, over 40 shows. It is amazing.
This cruise is high energy. And the superstars that are coming out here, the engagement that they have with the guests is just simply phenomenal.
One of the nicest things about the Ultimate Disco Cruise is that these musicians are on board with you.
Sailing from Miami February 25th to March 2nd, 2023 on the beautifully appointed Celebrity Summit and making sunny ports of call in Cozumel and Key West.
This has been the #1 best cruise I've ever taken.
Guess what? We're coming back next year. It was so much fun.
We will be back next year and the next year and the next year.
Ultimate Disco Cruise, baby. I'm here.
Don't miss the boat, Pack your dancing shoes and get ready to get down on the Ultimate Disco Cruise 2023.